I have just been hired by Carlise United with the goal of winning them the Champions League. But this isn't going to be easy because they're rock bottom of League 2 and the board have made it clear I can't spend money on transfers or even spend money on free agents. I am only allowed to use the youth academy, but we have no scouts, our budget is really low, and we only have 10 years to make Carlise United the world's best team. Strap yourselves in because this could be my most challenging video yet. So here we go, our journey with Carlise begins right now. We have no youth academy scouts, we have no youth academy players, and we've got hardly any money to spend. This really isn't going to be easy, is it? I mean, these scouts aren't cheap. A 2-star, 4-star scout will be 1.1 million for goodness sake. But there is a solution to this problem, guys. I have put every single Carlise United player on the transfer list to get as much money together as possible to get the best scout possible. And we've already got a bid for Jack Ellis, 370 grand, lovely jubbly. And we've actually done a great job of selling players, guys. As you can see, our transfer history is quite stacked at the minute. But we've still got all these players on the transfer list, guys, and this is because we've reached our limit of the minimum amount of players we're allowed to have in the team. But we do have 6 mil in total to spend, so the good news is we can finally start scouting some players now. But before we do that, we need scouts, and this Arlo Slater looks good. 3.4 million though. Is it going to be worth it? You know what, guys? I feel like we should do it. I feel like we should have one 5-star, 5-star scout at the very least. We can hire Leo Watkins, a 4-star, 3-star scout as well. And we can hire Armen Kreshnak, 3-star, 3-star too. And there we go, our 3 scouts have been hired. It's just a question now of where we're going to send them. I mean, we've got so many players to send our scouts, man, but I think I want to start off strong. I'm sending our first scout to Germany because over the years they've had some absolute ballers, haven't they? And you can select up to 4 positions, but I think I'm going to go for the keeper role for Germany because they've had Manuel Neuer, for goodness sake. It doesn't get much better than that. As for the next country, why not the World Cup winners, Argentina? I mean, they legit produced the greatest player of all time in Lionel Messi. So I'm relying on them to get us our top 4, guys. I mean, how many amazing talents have they had over the years in those positions? And last but not least, I'm going to Belgium as well. And I'm going to rely on them for our midfield. And there we go, for 3 months our scouts are going to get to work. I'm just hoping that they come back with a couple of ballers. And guys, it looks like Germany's delivered straight away. Jonah Huber looks like a monster at 16 years old. There's Valentin Kohler, who also looks like a beast. There's even 13-year-old Nicholas Muller, who for his age has no right being as good as he is. We're going to sign all these guys up. It's a great start for Germany. But as you can see, not really an amazing start for Argentina. I'm looking for a bit better from this country. But Belgium have given us Eden Cools, a very solid player, 16 years old, so I can promote him straight away too. But aside from him, guys, it's not looking so great. But we've already got 4 players out of 1 month of scouting, man. That isn't bad going at all. And with Jonah Huber being that good already, we can promote him to the senior team straight away. And he's already our best keeper too. That's a fantastic start. Fair play to these scouts so far, guys. They're actually kind of cooking. And I think for the first 3 months, they've smashed it, guys. Look at the talent we've got in our youth academy now. I mean, we found another keeper in Dominic Moring. We found a very solid Belgian centre mid. Maybe the next Messi and Valentin Garcia. And the best thing is, majority of these players can get promoted straight into the starting 11. And you know what, guys? Already we've almost got half of the team full of youth academy players. We definitely need a back 4, guys. We need a striker as well. But apart from that, we're golden. So for the back 4, guys, I'm thinking of going to Italy. I mean, think about how many defenders they've had in the past, like Cannavaro, Maldini, Chiellini and Bonucci. Not to mention how talented their defenders are right now. I feel like this just makes sense. As for the striker, a little unorthodox, I'm going to go for Jamaica. I don't actually think I've ever been Jamaica in one of these Youth Academy videos, so let's see if we can't find one of the next goats from that country. As for the 3rd scout, I want to go to Africa, but I want to go to a country that's been recently added. Now, I'm almost positive Burundi is a new country, so that's where we're going to go. We'll be looking for a centre mid here alongside a couple of defenders as well, just in case Italy don't perform as well as I hope they will. And if the next 3 months are as successful as the last 3 months, we're going to have a very strong team. And so far, Italy are doing well. Fabio Valente, only 15, but he's worth just over 300 grand. I mean, that overall and potential look pretty solid, and he can play in 3 different roles, so he's versatile too. But this guy looks a beast. Flavio Montanari, I mean, he's 16, amazing potential potential, and he's worth 850 grand. Oh my god, that's insane. I mean, the last three aren't much to shout out about, but we've got 2 ballers so far. And so is Jamaica with Dexter Thomas worth 1.6 freaking million. I mean, he's between 50 and 70 rated and got an amazing potential too. Jamaica coming in clutch with the striker. Go on then, boys. And Burundi aren't doing bad either, guys. Clarence and Tezzy Mana, 16, a very good potential, with just over 400k as well. I mean, he may not get into the starting 11 straight away, but I'm definitely scouting him. And just by looking at our youth academy, I'd say we're doing pretty damn well scouting some talent. Especially with Dexter Thomas, man. What a baller he is. 63 rated at 17. He's going straight into the team. And Italy's given me another starting 11 player. 16-year-old Tommaso Bruno, almost worth $1 million. Phenomenal potential as well. We might have found the next Bastoni here. But look who else I found. Manuel Mancini, 1.6 million. This guy's a monster. And he's a left back as well, guys. We've almost got our defense complete. Jamaica's also given us another striker, guys. Derek Campbell, not worth all that much, but it does have a solid potential. I mean, we won't be able to use him for at least another year, but he's defo getting scouted. But Burundi again have come in clutch. Damien Ochieng, good potential. He's not worth all that much, but I'm definitely scouting this guy and loaning him straight out. We've also got Patrick Lingani, 550k, and an insane overall in potential. So if our 2 wingers up top aren't cutting the mustard, he's going to take their place in that starting 11. And looking at our youth academy, guys, I'd say the last 6 months have been a massive success, especially with Mancini and Bruno. What a pair of players we picked up from Italy. And all we need now to complete the team is a centre-back and a right-back. And ladies and gents, our entire starting 11 will be full of youth academy players. Now, granted, looking at our depth, we definitely have a little bit of mess to tidy up, man. We still need to sell all of Carlisle United's players, remember. But it's not all bad news, guys, as somehow we are 6th in League 2. Do not ask me how we're pulling that off, man. We should not be anywhere near the top 7. And by the way, really quickly, guys, if you're enjoying this youth academy video with Carlisle United, drop this vid a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new. But back to the scouts for a sec. I don't think we've been to England yet, so I'm going to go there for 3 months. And I'm looking for a centre-back and a right-back, guys. Those are the 2 positions we sorely need more than most, so that's what I'm going to focus our best scout on finding. As for our next scout, I'm sending him to Pakistan. And I'm looking for wingers here, but I'm also looking for a cam and a centre mid. And we haven't been to any Oceania countries, have we? So we're going to go for Vanuatu. And we're going to look for a striker in centre mid in that role. I'm pretty sure we're going to rock the 4-3-3 attacking variation, so it kind of makes sense to leave the CDM out of it. And our 3 scouts as we speak are packing their bags for the next 3 months, guys. I'm telling you, these 3 scouts are cooking. And they've done it once again with Arlo Pearson, 16, almost worth 1 mil. I mean, he's not going amazing overall, but his potential is pretty decent. But Rory Hooper beats him, 1.6 mil in market value. Looks like an absolute monster as well. England just do not let me down. And neither's Pakistan, to be fair. Wasim Bhatti looks decent. So does Azif Azizi, also Shahid Ibrahim, and of course Hafiz Haq. That's actually mental. 4 out of the 5 that we scouted were able to actually bring into the team. That's pretty damn good going. And Vanuatu have delivered us a baller too, William Singh. I mean, he's not worth much at all, but he is 14 years old, remember, and he's got a decent potential. And looking at our academy now, it is filling up with some fantastic players. We're literally going to be spoilt for choice at this rate. And I think we're going to be, as England have given us, Gabriel Park, who's 1.1 mil. He is another fullback though, so I don't know how we're going to work this. There's also 14-year-old Jacob Steele with a fantastic potential already. Benjamin Wilkinson, another 14-year-old with brilliant potential. And another 14-year-old in Archie Marshall. It's getting a bit annoying, that is. We can't use any of these players for another 2 years. But it's not just England that are delivering. Pakistan have given us Hassan Nazir, 600k market value, decent overall, and a very good potential as well. Then there's Mansour Rizal, 17, almost worth $500,000, and looks to be a very solid left winger. But Ali Latif looks fantastic, guys, a very good potential and overall. With just over $500,000, 17, I mean, he might just fit into the team straight away. And there is one more player from Vanuatu, Lawa Barry, a 15-year-old with just under 300k. He's not got the best rating in the world, but that overall looks promising, and for that reason, I'm going to sign him. And yes, guys, we've got a very healthy amount of players that we can bring up to the team now. now, Gabriel Park being one of them, Latif, we've got Hassan Nazir, Rezai. By the way, shout out Pakistan, you guys came in clutch. But despite all that scouting, we're still missing a freaking centre-back to put into the team. I can't believe we've only found one, by the way. I mean, as you guys can see, we're not really lacking in any other position. We might need a second choice cam, but apart from that, guys, we're golden. But by the way, I want to show you guys something, and this has never happened whilst I've done a Youth Academy video. We've got automatic promotion to League One. We've literally sold half of the starting team, brought in Youth Academy players, and we've still managed to get automatic promotion. How on earth have we pulled that off? But it's back to business, guys, and we still got a couple of positions to sort out. So I'm going to the Netherlands, and I'm looking for both a centre-back and a cam. I'm not taking any chances. I'm also going to Spain as well. I mean, they just won the Euro, so it kind of does make sense. And I'm looking for a centre-back, a cam, as well as a couple of wingers. I mean, they've just produced Lamine Yamal, for goodness sake. And finally, I feel like people would go nuts with me if I didn't go for Portugal as well. I'm looking for our entire back line from this country and a striker. I mean, they produce Ronaldo, one of the greatest goal scorers of all time. I feel like this makes sense. And there we go, guys. Our scouts are ready to go to these countries, man. This is probably actually our final scouting mission, considering we've only got a couple of positions left to fill. And given how much squad depth we've actually got in the team, guys, it doesn't make sense to carry on scouting when we don't really need to. So if the Netherlands, Spain and Portugal can indeed deliver over the next 3 months, guys, we're not scouting anymore, and we're going to let the boys crack on and become the best team in the world at some point. And look what the Netherlands have given us within 1 month of scouting. Sven Hendricks, 650,000, overall between 60 and 80, and a potential between 80 and 94. That is insane. But he's not the only player. Lucas Cornelissen looks absolutely phenomenal. And he's worth 2.3 mil. Oh my god, he's 5'11", so he's not going to be the next Virgil van Dijk, but he'll definitely be the first Lucas Cornelissen. As for Spain, I gotta say to you guys, they've disappointed me. But Portugal have got Eulogio Couto, 17, 650,000 market value. He's got a half decent overall, but that potential is a little bit hit and miss. I reckon he'll be a squad player at best. But the good news is we've got a phenomenal cam in Sven Hendricks, a phenomenal centre-back in Lucas Cornelissen, and a half-decent centre-back in Couto as well. And now looking at the team, guys, as you can see, we have finally got a starting 11 full of Youth Academy players. We are going to scout the last 2 months with those 3 countries, but after that, I think that's it. Remember, we've only got 10 years to make this team the best team in the world, and we've already used up 1 of them. But something tells me this is going to be our last scout report, because the Netherlands have given us Bjorn de Leeuw, a 14-year-old worth over $500,000 already. I mean, that potential is amazing, man. We won't be able to use him for a couple of years, but I reckon by the time he reaches the starting team, he'll definitely be a squad player at best. There's also Carlise Hendricks, a player worth 1.5 million. Then there's Kevin Decker, another player worth over $1 million, man. These guys are on smoke. And finally, we've got Martin Evers, a 15-year-old worth $500,000 already. It's safe to say, guys, the Netherlands in 3 months have been the best country by a mile. As for Spain, though, as you can see, they've been by a country mile the worst team. How is one of the best teams in the world producing absolute fodder? But Portugal haven't. They've given us Francisco de Menses, a player with 1 mil. And they've given us Gonçalo Ramos, a player with $500,000 too. And Francisco de Menses can get straight into the starting 11 with that rating too. And just look at this academy now, man. I'll tell you, we're going to have some competition for that cam roll. Carlise Hendricks is 65 rated, and so is Kevin Decker. Not to mention the rest of the positions, man. The amount of potential in this youth academy is staggering. We've done so well in 15 months. But as you can see, guys, the team is now officially complete. And not only is the starting 11 looking amazing, guys, our subs bench has got quality in every single position. I have, however, got a transfer list full of players, guys. As you can see, a lot of our youth academy players are up for a loan move purely because they're just too good to sit on a bench. But I do think it's time to stop scouting now, guys. I mean, this team got automatic promotion to League One when they weren't even a complete team yet. But these guys do need to hurry up because we've only got 10 seasons to win the Champions League with them, and we've already gone through a year and a half now. Made that 2 years now as we end Season 2 in League 1, 17th in the table. And considering what we've done for the first 15 months, I will definitely take that. The fact we're in League 1, by the way, is absolutely amazing to me still. But looking at our stats, guys, honestly, you'd think we'd been relegated. The boys need to improve this, man, because we've now only got 8 years to take them from League 1 to the Champions League where we're lifting that trophy. But to be fair, this team is a lot better on paper than I thought it was going to be. And on top of that, we've got all these players currently on loan who are slowly but steadily improving. So honestly, I think it's just a matter of time before this team takes over English football and then European football. And this is a damn good start. We are in the playoffs alongside Peterborough, Rotherham United and Charlton. But we lose to Rotherham in the semis 2-0 on aggregate. That's freaking gutting, that is. I mean, we even finished above them in the league table, for goodness sake. But get this, we've won the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, beating Blackpool to do it. I think this is the first time I've won this trophy in FC25. I'm absolutely buzzing at that. And as you can see from the stats, there's a phenomenal improvement, ladies and gents. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time before we start dominating. Especially when the team looks this good on paper, man. I feel like next year we storm League 1 and the year after that we probably storm the Championship as well. But that's not exactly happened this year. We are in the playoffs once again with Blackpool, Portsmouth and Plymouth. The worst thing is we missed out on promotion by 1 freaking point, man. On goal difference, we'd have gone above Wrexham. And I can't believe this. Plymouth Argyle, Wayne Rooney's Plymouth Argyle knocked us out in the semis, man. That's 2 playoff semi-finals we've lost in a row, man. What is going on? We didn't even win the BSM trophy this time. This season's a massive L. And it has to be said, these stats aren't even that much better than last year. But oh my god, the team is. Look at the state of this, man. We've got an 87 rated keeper and we're stuck in League 1. How is that possible? But time is slowly but surely running out, guys. This team needs to book its ideas up, otherwise we're going to fail this challenge. But thankfully, we've taken a step in the right direction. We are League 1 champions and we're finally promoted to the Championship. Took us 5 years, like, but better late than never. And we finally had a decent FA Cup run, round 4 before we got knocked out by Peterborough. And in our final attempt to win the BSM trophy, we got knocked out in round 2 by Charlton. But it's time to forget about that trophy as the stats are finally starting to improve after 5 years, man. I'm telling you, give it another 5 years, this team will be by a mile the best team in the world. I mean, look at the state of it now, for goodness sake. If this team doesn't somehow get back-to-back promotions to the Premier League, there's something wrong. But it looks like everything's right as we've got back-to-back promotions. We've got Carlisle United, top flight English football. And we also made it to round 4 of the FA Cup. As for the stats though, they're not that impressive, are they? I mean, Dexter Thomas is finally starting to come into his own, but apart from that, it's been average. But this team is anything but average, ladies and gents. I can definitely see us getting a top 10 finish at the very least next year in the Prem. But that hasn't happened, has it? We've just about survived our first season in the Prem. I'm struggling to figure out how that's even possible, man. Our team has no right being where it is right now. We also had a stinker in the FA Cup and a stinker in the Carabao Cup. We still have not made it past round 2 in this competition, man. That's why I'm very rarely showing you how we do in this. And as you can see from the stats, guys, it's not looking good, man. We need to book our ideas up next year. I mean, looking at this team, we should be nowhere near a relegation scrap. Our weakest player is 79 rated Kuto. I mean, for goodness sake, we've got one of the best keepers in the world in Jonah Huber. We've got Sven Hendricks, we've got Dexter Thomas, Gabriel Park, Saeed Ibrahim. I'm really hoping this is a one-off season, man, because we need to get Champions League football soon, otherwise we're going to run out of time. But Season 8 might just be the turning point. We are second in the Premier League and we've qualified for the Champions League next year. We've only got 2 more years to win that competition, so this is literally perfect timing. Still no FA Cup though, and no Carabao Cup. Honestly, at this point, if we don't win the competitions going forward, I'm just not going to show you. But looking at the stats, it's really bizarre to me how we can do so well, yet nobody's really stood out. I mean, Saeed Ibrahim is our top goal contributor and he only got 20 goal contributions, for goodness sake. I mean, looking at the team, I'm definitely not complaining with how good they are. It's an absolutely fantastic team, but with a team as good as this, you would expect us to rain goals in for fun, wouldn't you? But the good news is, guys, the team to beat next year is Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, and right now, I reckon if we went head-to-head, we'd smash them. I honestly see this team going all the way in the Champions League next year, man, and if we do that, that means we've completed this challenge with 1 year to spare. And guys, it might just happen this year as we finished 10th in the UCL League phase as we go to the playoffs. But Salzburg knock us out 1-0. Are you taking the mick? Nah, I know Salzburg have got some balls themselves, but surely we've got to be beating them. We've also had a stinker in the FA Cup and done terribly in the Carabao Cup. If we haven't done well in the Premier League, this challenge is over. But thank God for that, guys. We are second in the Prem. We've got one final chance next year to win the Champions League. I mean, these stats really are not helping us though, are they, man? We've got one of the best teams in the world, but we can't bang goals in for fun yet for some reason. But this is the Youth Academy team going into our 10th and final year, and it's our last chance, man. We either win the Champions League next season or we completely fail. But this isn't a good start, ladies and gents. We are once again second in the Prem. Honestly, why can we never win the Premier League? It's just one trophy that always eludes me. No FA Cup either. No Carabao Cup either. Honestly, if we don't do well in the UCL, this season's such a dud. Thankfully, though, that isn't the case. We are 11th in the UCL League phase, which means we've got playoff football, where we dismantled Young Boys 7-2, and we beat PSG 5-3, and we battered Milan 5-2, and we beat Napoli in the semis. We're playing Roma in the final. It's taken a decade, guys, but we're finally almost at the last destination, man. We just need to beat Roma, and this challenge is complete. But that team is no joke, ladies and gents. Quality all around the pitch. Considering this is 10 years into career mode, that really is a well-looked-after side. But then again, guys, so is ours, isn't it? Look at the state of our highest-rated players all in their mid-20s. We can legit go to the end of career mode with these lots. And finally, the stats look somewhat decent. Ibrahim with 24-7, 22-6 for Garcia, and 18-2 for Dexter Thomas. And this is the Youth Academy team on paper in all of its glory, and we've only got 3 players under 90 overall in this team. I mean, granted, the bench isn't exactly amazing, but that's not where it counts, is it? Where it counts is in the starting team, which has up to this point only actually won 2 trophies. But right now we could change that, as all we got to do is beat Roma to not only lift that Champions League, but to complete the challenge set to us by the board. Here we come on the right hand side of the pitch. Hendricks, I tell you what, let's take a shot from distance. Forces the save. Latif on the ball now. I tell you what, he's got a bit of room as well. Let's have it. I tell you what, that wasn't that good, was it? Here come Roma. It's their chance to attack now. They've got a bit of room. Oh, they got him behind. That's a great save. And here we come on the counter-attack. Ibrahim is in behind. I don't think he's got the pace, though. I tell you who definitely has. Thomas has. Can he make it 1-0? Oh, that's a good save. Hendricks is now on the ball. I tell you what, let's have a dink from distance. Jesus, that's a good save. We have a corner now. Good delivery in. This could be 1-0 to us. Oh, my God, another save. And here we come. Second half. This is a fantastic chance. Okay, Thomas, get... Oh, my days. Bro, what are you playing at? 93 rated striker, my backside. You're literally playing like how you were when we first scouted you, but here we go. Can we redeem ourselves? No, bro, Thomas is useless. I was so excited to use this team because of how good they are, but honestly, they're playing so bad. But here we come. Okay, I see that ball over. Come on, touch. Put it in the... Oh, my God. Nah, that is actually a joke. We should absolutely be 1-0 up by now, man. Something is just amiss here. But here we come. Oh, my God, Roma in behind. That's fantastic save. Can we get there again? No! Are you taking the mick? Roma go 1-0 up with 10 minutes to go. They have not deserved that. But we do have a chance here. Okay, Thomas. Okay, I see that run inside. Surely, this is the equaliser. Thank God for that with 5 minutes to go. We are back in this game. The chance to complete the challenge is still alive, guys, just by the skin of our teeth. The first good thing Dexter Thomas has done all game, and it turns out to be a freaking assist, man. What does that say about him as a striker? But we've got to watch out, guys. Osimhen is on the ball. That's a good save. And here we are in extra time. We could feed that ball through. Oh, my God. Garcia is away. He could put us 2-1 up, and he's done it. Oh, my God. 7 minutes into extra time. We are finally in the lead. Oh, my God. I thought at one point we completely bottled this challenge, but it looks like against all odds we might just pull it off. That's a fantastic goal from Garcia, and I swear that's the second assist for Thomas. We got a chance to make it 3-1 here. Hendricks is coming forward with a vengeance. He's found a little run. Ibrahim is in behind. He's going to make it 3-1. Just like that, we're 2-1 up. Oh my God, the first half of extra time has been kind to us. What is going on? What a run from our attacking midfielder Hendricks. Ibrahim left in no man's land all alone, and he makes it 3-1. And that does mean we can breathe a bit as we enter the second half, man. 15 minutes to go, and we are the best team in the world, and we complete today's objective. And I see that run there. Oh my God, we could get Thomas a goal against... Okay, maybe not. He really is useless in front of goal, isn't he? But there is the full-time whistle. We have completed today's objective. We have spent the last 10 years in charge of Carlisle United, building a youth academy team only, and we have finally just made them the best team in the world. From the bottom of League 2 to the top of world football, ladies and gents. I mean, what a team we've built. Apart from the striker, Dexter Thomas, he was useless. The question is, though, are we going to be lifting a trophy, or is it going to be invisible? Yep, it's invisible. Why do I even bother? But you know what we're going to do? We're going to pretend it's there as we lift the Champions League. Carlisle United, with Youth Academy only, are the best team in the world. And that means not only is the challenge done, but my time with Carlisle is done as well. If you have enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, drop this vid a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new. And if you want to watch more content like this, just click this video right here because YouTube recommends you watch this.